Hey guys, welcome back to the next episode of Will's Modded Survival. I've been doing a lot of work in between episodes, and I did an actual stream just the other day. I went and got one of these guys. This is a amethyst golem. They will actually convert amethyst into budding amethyst and actually farm it for you, and then you can actually tie them to a storage location. And like this one, I have this spruce barrel that I've actually upgraded by adding a upgrade tier 3 that will add the stacks together. So this guy will continuously farm and this thing will just store tons of amethyst. So now I have no problem getting amethyst for my source gems. But I've come to realize that this space, it's actually too small. I actually need to expand it. So I was talking with the people on stream, with my chatters on stream here, and I think this space right here, this whole area, and a little bit of this hillside, I'm going to carve out. And I'm actually going to build a massive room, a massive storage space that I'll be able to put all of my enchanting and imbuement chambers and all that good stuff. So I'm actually going to work on all of that today. I'll go into detail a little bit later about how to get these golems, because actually there are different types of geodes throughout the world. Then we can actually make golems for every type of geode. So there's iron geodes, diamond geodes, all the different types of ores. One of the things I also want to do, and realize that since this space is too small, I want to automate production of the source gems as well as these essence. So these imbuement chambers actually need enough space around the imbuement chamber to create the essence. So, and again, there's not enough space in here to be able to create all the different types of essence. I have to change the recipes out every time to be able to make them. So that's why I need enough space to store every type of essence. And there are currently 7 different types of essence that you can collect. So I want to have enough space to be able to have 7 different imbuement chambers with the correct recipes around them to be able to create the essence whenever I want. In addition to upgrading and getting some of the source, I've actually unlocked a lot of spells. A lot of the tier 1 spells that I was able to. I don't have access to sponge yet, so I can't unlock that one yet. And I haven't done any of the filters yet, but I've unlocked all the other spells in the tier 1. I believe to use tier 2, I'm gonna need to upgrade my spell book. But for now, I've actually unlocked all the tier 1s. And a really powerful tier 1 spell is actually the one that I have currently called Bounce. It actually allows me to leap into the air, and I've amplified it a little bit, and it gives me a bounce effect. So when I use it, it propels me through the air, and then it gives me a little bounce effect so I don't get damage. So it allows me to get around the world really quickly without injuring myself. So if I need to get away from a mob that was attacking me, I can do so. Ah! Psych. Ooh, I need to farm these. So I do have a magnet on in my charm slot. I have a little magnet that will actually pick up XP and items up to 5 blocks away from me. So it's really helpful to grab items that are a little bit out of reach. Also, in between episodes, I went ahead and created an iron farm. So in this mod pack, there is a way to make a single block iron farm, and you can have as many of these as you want, and it generates iron. So now I don't have to go mining for iron anymore. I did put together a little mini lava farm just so I can have fuel for whenever I need it. Also, on my last stream, I went ahead and added this, a storage lectern. Now, a storage lectern is a way to combine all your different inventories into a single space. To do that, though, we have to tie it to the different storage spaces with a bookworm. And where's my bookworm? Here is my bookworm. I don't know if we can actually name this guy. I might see if we can actually name him, but here's my little bookworm. He's so cute. He'll go around and grab things and bring it over to the lectern. So let's say I want to put a single piece of log into my crafting grid here. If I put the log into the crafting grid, the bookworm will go find the log and actually bring it over. he'll carry it with his little tail. That's so cute. It's super helpful, and bookworms can actually tie 8 different inventories to the lectern. So however many bookworms you can have 8 different inventories. So this one guy can hold 8. If I get another one, that's 8 more. Also, I guess I've opened so many different chests that I've got a Centennial Trophy. So the Centennial Trophy is for me opening up 100 different chests throughout the world. Just little Steve opening up chests. That's so cool. I've been cooking a lot of sand into glass because somebody in the stream actually suggested that I put a dome over my new storage room. So my idea is to turn this whole area and then have a roof over between these 2 hills. And someone suggested, and I think it was Lime Green Fungus, they suggested to put a dome of glass over the roof. I went ahead and make a bunch of glass, but I think instead of collecting sand and smelting it into glass, I think we can actually make it a little bit simpler. I think a super easy way is actually going to be use the Easy Villager mod that allows us to be able to store villagers inside trading containers. So if we turn this guy into the trader and put him in a lectern, he becomes a librarian. Then we can trade with him. And we can also cycle his trades if we don't like what book he's selling. So I think the best option would probably be to try and find a mending villager just so we can have mending easily attainable. But once we lock him in, we can actually pick him up and move him around wherever we want. And for now, I think I want to go ahead and put him next to the iron farm, so I can come over here and trade with him whenever I need to. All right, after cycling his trades for a bit, I went ahead and got a mending book. So I went ahead and grabbed a bunch of paper, and I'm gonna go ahead and trade with him and grab that mending book. All right, I got him unlocked all the way to the glass. So now I'll be able to get all the glass I need from this guy instead of having to go collect sand. Mending, Cursive Binding, Fire Aspect 2, and I've got name tags already. Nice. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna need to do is actually clear out this whole area and kind of make it more rounded and extend this area out here, because I think I want to tear down this whole hillside up to like this wall here. So I'll have this whole area as space to be able to do all of my magic and imbuement and all that stuff. So I can continue to at least get source, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my mycelial source link right over here. So if I think I'm gonna put it here, put a popper tied to that, and then put all my source berries in here. It will start feeding my empty source jars by using the source berries. So it turns the source berries into source. So this way I can constantly keep this filled as long as I have source berries. And I think I'm gonna have to take these guys down, but I don't believe I have anything with Silk Touch. I'm gonna have to double check and see if I have anything, because I would like to save those beehives if possible. But if not, I might just have to remove them. Soulbound Silk Touch. I have a Silk Touch hoe. I'm wondering if that will work. Let's see if we can get the bees to go in their hives. This one not wanting to go in its hive. I'm wondering if I have any campfires. Let me check to see if I have any campfires. I think I need to go ahead and create a couple campfires if I want to remove those guys without upsetting the bees. I should have everything I need to create campfire. A couple of campfires. Perfect. We should be able to just throw these down and go ahead and collect our beehives. There we go. So I think I actually want to combine this room and this room together into one giant massive room. I'm going to go ahead and begin tearing all of this down and getting it all prepared. Alright, I'm getting a good shape in here. I've cleared out a lot, but I still have a long way to go. But I kind of wanted to show off the design. I wanted to go with like an arch style, kind of like similar to the design here, but I want it to be a lot larger, obviously, that will allow me to house all the things I need. And I might one day attach it to this. I don't know, but this is the design I'm going to go with. Alright, I think I'm in a good spot to actually begin building this. This is such a massive project. Oh my gosh. But this is going to look so good when I'm done. All right. Everything has been cleared out. And I'm starting to plant more magnolia trees because that's what the redwood is going to be for. It's going to be the floor. So I've planted a whole bunch of magnolia trees so we can have enough wood to be able to make the floor. This will be the arch. And I'm not sure what type of wood I'll use just yet. Maybe I'll use this mauve wood along the edge. And then down the center, do more mauve wood and then glass on either side. I haven't decided what type of, I think in stained glass instead of just regular glass, but I haven't decided the color yet. There's actually a really cool mod that I want to show you guys, and it's the construction wand mod. Now, the construction wand will actually place blocks, and in this case, I have it set to random, and it'll randomly place the blocks for me. Oh, be careful, bud. But if I go over here, and let's say I want to put this blocks, as long as I have the blocks in my hotbar, it'll place it randomly for me. So then I can just place them along the wall. Super helpful. Alright, the new D's Arcanium is complete. Got a little bit of Source Gems out here and Mage Bloom growing. I still have a lot to do on the inside, but I went ahead and got the little corner that was over here. I kind of moved about some stuff around. I still got my imbuement chambers going, but I've also got all of the pieces of essence that we're going to need. So this right here, Conjuration Essence, Abjuration Essence, Water Essence, Earth Essence, Fire Essence, Manipulation Essence, and Air Essence. So I've got all the ingredients, and I need to add the imbuement chambers to each little pedestal and then put the ingredients around. Alright, now with my imbuement chambers, I can go ahead and place them down. I can surround these. Alright, now with all the recipes put on there, we can actually start using them to make all the essence we need. Just fill them with Source Gem, and they will start making essence for us. There we go. Now, eventually I will automate the source process, so I don't have to constantly replace these. So I have to manually replace these right now. But eventually I'll be able to automate these to where source will automatically fill these jars up. But there we go. I've also created a little corner over here with this little Starbuncle. He's so cute. He will actually collect source berries for me. And I've got a ergonomic source link here that will actually create source from the berries. And the Starbuncle will pick them up, put them into this chest, and then they will get fed onto this little platform, which will then get consumed by the mycelial source link. I've got two sources of source to be able to fill the jars up. Eventually I will automate this whole process, but right now it's all manual. And also I've got an upstairs here, but it's empty at the moment. I will decide what to do with this in a future episode, but for now it's kind of just for maybe storage or something, just more space. All right, so I have added all the imbuement chambers, and I've actually automated the source using these source relays, and I've actually got a splitter here so it can split out between each jar. So I have the Starbuncle picking the source berries, putting them into the barrel, and then those get turned into source and then get fed along this set of relays, so it's constantly feeding it power. But I need to go ahead and automate the amethyst getting put into the imbuement chamber. And to do that, I think I'm going to need to move my Geode Golem. I need to move my Geode Golem inside. And I think I have the perfect spot. But first, I need to dispatch him. That'll get me his charm. And then I'm going to move all of these inside. So I've already got a gold golem here. I actually found a gold geo ore, and we're going to need to eventually find all of them, and I'd like to put them all up here. But I've got it collecting right now, and I've got the shards cooking. So I should have now no problem having an endless supply of gold. But I want to put the amethyst geo golem right next to it. And then I'll just have little spots. Each one I'll have their own little section. All right, there we go. So we got him right next to his little brother here, and he's going to start converting all these once we get a storage space for him. So I want to pick up this barrel and actually move it over to where the golem is. But if I look inside of it, it's been collecting for quite a while. And I have tons of amethyst shards now. And if I break this, they'll go everywhere. But there's an easy fix to that. If I take some packing tape, I can actually pack up this barrel, and then all of its contents will stay inside. So then if I break it, I can actually pick it up with all of its contents and simply move it. And now I have to relink the golem to this barrel. So if I just click on him, I can come over to the barrel and set his home. So now he will actually start converting these amethysts back into budding. There we go. And start collecting more shards and start filling this back up. And I think with that, we have actually automated this whole process. The Starbuncle harvests the source berries, which then get converted into source, which then get relayed over to the imbuement chambers, and everything gets fed automatically. So above us is the golem harvesting the amethyst. They get fed down into here, which then get converted into source gems. And then the source gems get fed into the imbuement chambers, which all then get converted into essence. And then the essences get all pulled over into here. Hello. So it's now a fully automated process. The only thing now is going to be potentially upping my source production, because eventually maybe this Starbuncle is not going to be able to keep up with the production. With that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm working on my way to 1,000 subscribers, and every subscription really helps. Also, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I think the next episode we're going to be looking for some more geo ore. Maybe we can try and get every single geo ore in the game. I also want to give a huge shout out to all my supporters. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like to support me, go ahead and become a YouTube member or drop a super thanks down below. Everybody, thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!